Hey everybody, I am live for issue 102. It's OC week. Sorry I'm running a little late today. Promise I'll make it up. I had to I had to go to the bathroom. And like of all the times, like I'm usually like a morning bathroom person, and this time it was weird. Like I woke up at like 4 in the morning and then I was like, I can't sleep, so I kind of got up, watched some random YouTube videos, as one always does when they wake up, and then I worked on like a sketch for a colleague of mine. He needs me to do a sketch for him of something, so I did that. And here we are. Okay, so today is OC Day. It's OC week, first week of the month. So that's where I grab a bunch of original characters and mash them up into a new original character. Now, if you don't have an original character, it's okay. It's totally fine. You can always submit concepts or ideas or even like characters that you love, and I might mash those up with an original character because a lot of times that gives some pretty interesting results too. So I try to pick the ideas that I think will work well together, but sometimes like two ideas that are totally different and out of place fuse together really well. So you never know. So if you have an original character or not, I need references. So if you don't, you can always just write it down in the chat room like Super Mario, and then I'll just get the reference myself. However, if you do have an original character, please send me a link or a pic of this character. You can't really do it on YouTube's live streaming service, so you can send it to me on my Facebook, on my Patreon account, or DeviantArt. I have a DeviantArt account. So any one of those three are fine. Do not send it to me on Instagram, please, because that's on my phone, and it's a lot more difficult to go from my phone to my Computron. All these stories. Alright, let's see here. Checking my DA notes. I've already got 2 in here. This is from yesterday. I'm so sorry about yesterday, everyone. When I had tried to log in, it wouldn't let me, and I was like a little frustrated and sad about this. And then afterwards, so I waited like 10-15 minutes. I tried doing it again, and then it blocked me out again. So I think they were probably just doing like major updates or something like that. Let's see here. I've got a bunch of Robert's references from, like I've decided to start keeping them. There we go. Because Robert, you're always here, front row center, and I appreciate and love your support. Thanks, buddy. Alright, that one's really cool. I really like that one. Okay, and then we've got Starla here by Zeno. Alrighty, and what else do we have today? Check DA notes, good. Darius, is there a way that you can send me one of your pictures? Like I said, either on Facebook or... Oh wait, maybe you did send it to me on Facebook. Hold on a second. Send a message. Oh, okay, I got you. Sona. Alright, I'm going to write that name down. Just post her in here. And, alright, so I got yours, Morgan, and I'm just waiting for yours, Darius. Your baby is famous! Alright, so while waiting for Darius to send me a link to his OC, I'm gonna shamelessly promote myself. Usually I save that for the end of my live streams where I talk about my comic book and Blythe and my Etsy page and all of that original nonsense that I love and hold close to my heart. But this time I've got something a little more special. Of all the live streams that I've done, this is the first time I ever put an extra link in there, and it's actually to a Lego ideas page because I built stuff out of Lego, y'all. It's just I love it. I love how I can build my own toys, so I do that often. In any case, it's free to support and all that on Lego Ideas, and I need 10,000 likes, and if I get 10,000 likes on my invention, then they're gonna make it into a real set, which would be amazing. So anyway, I would actually use the popularity from having built my own set to try and help promote my comic book. This is pretty good, right? In any case, I'll just give you a quick idea of what my set looks like. I build these little micro robots. They take an awful lot of time to build, and they're fully posable. You can fully articulated, I should say. And unlike all these other cool little robots that you might have seen some like that in the past, these ones actually transform into vehicles, and very seamlessly, I might add, without removing parts, with exception to the weapon. And I built 3 of them, and I even built like this cool little like display stand to put them on. Very anime, right? Like I love anime, and this is really like 80s cyberpunk retro. Like I tried to use like old school retro designs and colors when transforming them, and each one turns into a different type of plane. Anyway, 10,000 likes. So if you have friends and family and everybody you possibly can, support that action. Nice. Lol, my models are bigger. Oh yeah, that was the thing. I wanted to make as small as possible. It's really like 1 brick, 2 brick, 3 brick, like super micro build, and the most detail I could get out of it. What is that? A Zeta? It feels like a Zeta, right? Because I love Zeta so much. Like, this one here is like a, kind of like a Macross kind of plane. The blue one that you saw is kind of Zeta-y, and the red one turns into something that kind of feels a bit Charish, so it's pretty sweet. 10 on 10. Thanks so much. Alright, so let me just see if I got more emails here with people submitting more of their... Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, Devonair. Oh, that's a cool character design. Why won't it let me just copy it? This is weird. Download. Open with Photoshop. Alright, well, I guess I'll open it with this application. That's fine. Copy. Paste. Here we go. Alright, so let me just close that up. Alright, so now we're going to get started on our live streaming illustration event. So now, I've got a bunch of different characters here. Let me just make this guy a little bigger. I can't fuse them all. I like to fuse 2 usually, because if I go over that, it becomes way too convoluted. So, I had a pose all stacked up for today too, but seeing as how what we're drawing right now, I don't think it's an appropriate pose. Let's see. I made it a very sexy pose. I never know when it's going to call for super sexy or not. I should have drawn like maybe a different kind of pose, but meh, whatever. So I'm going to put this pose away, and we'll do a whole new pose for today. So, there's a lot going on here. To be honest, that's the only pic of my new OC Starbright, drawn from a collab, which I rushed. Alright, keep the pose. Maybe I will. It's pretty risque, though. Hold on, maybe I can remove... where's the reference here? This is one. So it's pretty risque, like a pose. But we could keep it. If y'all want me to keep it, I can keep it. Now, which characters are we going to fuse? Dang it, Robert. I love all your characters, alright, man? I think they're amazing. I love my monster girls. But I think we're going to have to save yours for next month. As much as I love that character, it's just not going to happen this time around. But next month, we'll do it. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to go with one of these 3 this week. We'll definitely do this Devon one. This one's pretty cool. Very unique. And we'll also take Sona. So I think we're going to go with those 2, but I'm going to try and add in some elements of Starbright's character in there. Let's see if I can't go with 3 characters this time around. Hold on, let me just put this here. It's got a sweet guitar. Mm. I don't know. I might hold yours off for another week too. I'm so sorry, Zeno. I feel like I haven't taken your suggestions in a little bit, and I feel super bad. I'm not doing it intentionally. It's just that when I'm looking at all the drawings, my brain starts to work. But the guitar and like his shades he has are really unique. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna think about it. Like I'm gonna start working on the sketch. Okay, we'll go with this super sexy one. All right. Let's do it. Lower this down a little bit. I'm so thirsty. For lunch, I ate leftover pizza, and it was just pure salt. Oh my gosh, I finished like half my water. I might have to politely ask my wife to hook me up with a full glass. Because if she really loved me, she'd do it. Thank you. Alright, so let's get to work here. I'm gonna grab another layer. Thank you so much. Let's pump that up. Oh wait, actually, I just realized I'm gonna close this. I don't need that open. Damn. There we go. Goodbye. Alrighty. Thirsty for the risque. It's okay if you want. Save Starbright for next time. I might draw a better ref for then. Cool, man. Thank you for being so in French, it's compréhensible. Thank you for your understanding. It took my French wife to tell me that. My brain is... I'm English first language, but sometimes I really mix up my vocabularies. Alright, let's do this. So, first of all, I am going to write down the names of the characters so I don't forget. If you could please tell me the names of these characters, I would really appreciate this. Darius, is your character's name Darius? It says Twitter, Keys Nilo Art for Affinity user. I just have like random information at the bottom. Living in Quebec is so easy to forget French. And English. Her name is Lilith. Thank you. So I'll write Lilith. X. And then I'll write the other name when Darius pops it down. Darius Knack is Darius Knack. Okay, cool. Darius it is. Darius. There we go. Alright, let's do this. So I like a lot of Darius's Cheshire smile and his markings on his face as well as his ears. I'm a big fan of like monster creatures, so getting that in there is sweet. And it kind of works because Lilith's got these cute little like kitty attachment earpieces, so we'll see if I can like incorporate that here. So first of all, I'm gonna give her longer elf ears because that's how I draw my elf ears. Long and slender. I love the long elf ears a lot. It makes me think of, I don't know if any of you have seen, it's like an older anime, it's really Dungeons and Dragons-y, and it's really amazing. It's called Record of Lodoss War, and the elves in that just have like crazy long ears, and I love it. Like I kind of grew up with that, so. Alright, she is, trying to think of how to incorporate stuff. Okay, the tail is a great touch, so we're definitely going to add this poofed up tail here. We're going to make it covering her over here. Yeah, we can have it covering a lot of more of her butt. Let's really like make this come out like that. Alright, so something like this, I think, will look good. It'll be nice. This is too sketchy. It's not like me. Let's try this a little bit. Well, it should be, dang it. I always forget, like, I draw things too sketchy. Smaller eraser. Let's make it a little smaller here. Let's get toony. Yeah! So I'm sorry if I don't read every single comment all the time. Like, sometimes I kind of get, like, in my brain, especially when creating and designing, like, creatures and stuff. So because of this, I'm sorry if I don't respond to it, what everyone's saying. Alright, so we're gonna have, like, Darius's tail, kind of like that. Or Larius? Nah. Daleth. Daleth sounds like a good name. Alright, so let's get Daleth's tail in there. After that, I like that smile a lot. That's good. And I have like her finger next to where her mouth's gonna be too, so that's gonna work out. Let's just move this eye a little bit. Kind of drew it a little too low. About there. Maybe make it a little wider. That's better. Usually when it comes to doing sketches like this, I like to just copy one eye and transfer it over because gots to save time, especially if it's like a front view like this. Get that nose in. Let's work the eyes a little more. Monster girls are the best. Yeah, they're my favorite. But, well, it's hard to say. I really, really love robot girls. I love monster girls and robot girls. That's what's so tough. That's why in my comic I created like that one character that's kind of like a fusion between a monster girl and a robot girl. If you don't know who, well, actually it's a whole race of people, but it's when they overclock they kind of look like a mix between the two. But I can show you a picture of what one of them looks like. I just did a pinup of one like I think like 2 weeks ago. Hold on. It's behind here. I made it my desktop background. There it is. So that's one right there. And her name is Velis. She doesn't normally look like that. It's just that when she overclocks, she does. And I wanted to create, like when I made that design, I wanted to create something that was like a mix between Monster Girl and Robot Girl. Because I like them both so much. Let's just leave it like that. Alright, I'm going to erase this in here, although it's not, I don't have to erase it that much because I'm pretty sure that Darius's eye is black there. It is, but I'll get into that later. Bring this in a little. Your Transformer girl was really cute. Thank you. But yeah, I like Transformer girls too. Like Windblade is beautiful. I like Chromia a lot. I like Arcea a lot too. She's like the first one, right? So gotta represent where it comes from. Now let's give her this nice big smile. Give her some nice teeth. These eyebrows. I'm gonna give her, rather than like really thin, pretty eyebrows, I'm gonna give her like more rough, rugged ones. Let's make the top part of her eyes just a little thicker. Fill in the black here a little more. That's better. Alright. One of those eyes is going to end up black on the inside instead of white, but we'll deal with that later. You're never fully dressed without a smile. Thought for a moment I had missed some important work thing. Forget we are on lunch break. Oh, that's sweet. Crazy girl elf. Yeah, I love elf ears. She'll have like her tail down here. No hair. She's also gonna have ears. I gotta give her like little kitty ears of sorts, like this one. Now those ones seem like it's like a hair clip. So instead of a hair clip, I'm still gonna do the hair clip thing. But should it be a hair clip or should I actually give her like robot ears? I freaking love my robots, y'all. I'm like extra into them these days. Like I'm currently building a Gundam to pass time, which is weird to say for an illustrator. Like usually I just draw all the time, but oh my god, I zoomed out by accident. Hold on. That was funny. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I usually draw to pass time, but after so much drawing, I needed a break from drawing, and I can't go out and hang out with friends, so building a Gundam. I've had one lying around for a long while, and I have like a few friends that are kind of getting into it right now, so I was like, oh, cool. So it got me into it, and the process of getting this Gundam, of like rebuilding the Gundam, it's like rekindled my love for building things, and I ordered some like robot Megami devices. They're kind of like frame arm girls. It's like Gundam girls or whatever. Half robot, half girls, and I like that a lot. So I'll probably be building some of those next week, which will be super fun. Alright, let's get him at the bottom of her face here. Keep it sketchy, Eric. Alright. I'm not gonna do the hair just yet. I have to wait on that hair. Robot ears. You got it. Because she's wearing like a little clip thing, I'm gonna do robot ears. So, I'm not gonna make them too intense. Like little speakers in these ears. Okay, man. Oh my god, forget it. Me trying to draw a perfect circle super quickly. That's not gonna happen. Let's just cheat. Hiya! Circle tool. Let's put it in the center at 5, I guess. Yeah, 5's good. And I accidentally didn't copy it. Sorry, it's my first day drawing using Photoshop. You'll have to forgive me. Alright, now I'm going to make it smaller. There we go. That's fun. You know what? Here I am drawing multiple ears. What am I? A beginner? Come on, Eric. Get your stuff together. I already spent all this time drawing 2 eyes rather than just one and then transferring it over. That takes up valuable sketching time, I'd like to point out. There we go, let's do something like that. That's cute. Maybe another little line here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do... Oh, actually, I'm just going to fill this in with black too. Alright, so let's copy that over. Get ourselves a cute little kitty ear here. Let's make a second one. Move it over here. Alright, so that's fun. Make another layer. Let's start working with things in the foreground a little more. Alright, let's get her breast out. So, for the breasts, this is like a nice big round perfect line. So I am not going to draw that right now. I'm going to use the brush tool. Perfect. Well done, Eric. You know how to use the tools in Photoshop. Ooh, there we go. Frame arm girls are the best. Oh my gosh, I started watching the show, which I'd never seen, and I thought it was... I didn't expect that at all. It was so funny. It was so funny that, like... anyway, there's just a lot of things about it that really made me laugh. Hold on. Getting that perfect line, eh? There we go. I might get back into Gundams, but for now I knit and crochet, Morgan says. Yes, knitting and crocheting. That's useful because you get something out of it that you can reuse in life. With Gundams, I just get to look at them. And then I go, boy, if I could have crocheted myself a shirt with a Gundam on it, I'd be wearing that shirt for the rest of my life. Which is true. Wait, it has a show? It does have a show. It's 12 episodes, and like visually there's one character I always thought was really nice in Frame Arms Girls, and then when I watched the show, it made me love a character that I was like impartial about. I never really cared. I was like, whatever. But when I watched that show, oh my gosh, she was so funny. So funny. Like somebody who like it, and the show is funny because the Frame Arm Girls are scaled 1:1 when you buy them, and that's because the show is about them being small little robot girls that you build, and like this girl has to like, anyway, you'll watch it. She's like working for a corporation or something like that, testing out like how good they are at fighting and stuff, but it really doesn't play off any kind of real importance because the anime is not about fighting at all. It's more like a slice of life. And boy oh boy is it ever awesome. Like it's really funny. It's got some good moments in it. Well, really funny. Like it's mostly hilarious. Alright, let's do something like this. Okay, I'm gonna make that line just a little bit thicker. Let's make my brush a bit bigger. And get in there. There we are. I'm going to save. Always very important to do that. Alright, I'm just gonna have underpants here. Whoop. Underpants. Oh, maybe not. It's gonna be weird to see something like that with her tail the way it is. Any case, all I wanted to do is get her leg line out of the way so I could actually here we go, get in the rest of her. So we'll get the neck a little thinner. Oh no! So that's something that happens on Photoshop. Because Photoshop is made for photographers, when you press the undo, sometimes it will put you on your, well, usually it puts you on your last layer that you were working on. So you always have to pay attention to that. It's something that even I, an experienced Photoshop user, makes mistakes on every now and then. Okay, let's get in with clothing here. No. I'm gonna get like all the line art done all pro-like and pro-like. Dang it, it should be sketchy, Eric. What are you doing, man? Sometimes I get like sidetracked and I know I can make the lines look super nice super quickly, like way quicker than if I actually like just drew them out and sketched them out, and then I get lost in it. Okay, let's make a, no, actually I think that layer's fine. Yeah, it is fine. So we're going to, what kind of hands does this guy have? Alright, so it looks like he has 4 fingers, spikes on his gloves. She looks like she has 2 fingers, but she might have more because she's a cute chibi. I'm gonna give her that kind of dress that she's wearing there. Oh, she's definitely getting those piercings she has on her lip. I'm gonna do that now. I don't want to forget it, so let's just go in here, go in here. Ooh, awesome. Thick thighs don't lie. You know it, Darius. Alright, let me just get this in like that. We're gonna give her like really big ones because this way it'll pop out a bit more. There we are. That's cute. Let's show a little bit of her gums here on the bottom. It's rare you see bottom gums. Top ones too. Let's go all out here. Makes her smile seem more intense, which I like. Like she would take a nice big bite out of your neck. And alright, now what I'm going to do is go back to this layer. Let's get our fingers in. Just saying, I'm still there. I just don't have much to say today. I love her fangs though. Thanks, Therzin. The funny thing is, I'm giving my character razor sharp teeth, so it works. Good. Alright, finger here. Okay, she's gonna have one piece that comes up, another piece like this, and then I'm gonna bring this one in like that. We're gonna make it so that, like, the nail to her fingers in there. Bring her hand out like this. And then, so you've got one finger here. That's not out enough here. Like that. 1, 2, 3. So she got 1, 2, 3, and her fourth finger is gonna be here. Let's go like this. I'm gonna add. No, I'm not gonna show her thumb. Her thumb will be behind completely, so we won't see it. Sometimes I like to draw the thumb, like I would have put it like here. But I'm not gonna do that for this drawing. I'm also gonna bring this in a little more. There, that's better. Now, before I get too invested in this hand, gloves! Ooh, and she's got a little bracelet. And on this hand, too, that's perfect. I could totally put that bracelet there. Okay, we're gonna start off with a circle here, and then I'll work with the circles around, making my way to the end. Let's get rid of her little arm that's over there, because it's gonna get covered a bit by this. There we go. Now to give her those sweet gloves. Alright, so let's see here. Oh man, the feet on this guy look great. This is gonna be awesome to do like monstery kind of feet like this for this character, especially since her feet are really front row and center. It's rare that I'll showcase feet. I got nothing against it. Everyone's allowed to have their kinks. Bring that in, this as well. I'm gonna cut that. Let's cut this here too, and this here as well. Gonna come down here. Let's erase some of her face so I can get her finger through properly. There we go. I knew that was gonna work out. I was a little worried because I knew that her face was kind of off center, but lo and behold, everything worked out okay. What's going on here? That's not the right layer. There we go. Got some spikes. It looks like he has three spikes, and they're at the back part of his glove. I gotta say, that's kind of odd. Did you forget a spike? Did you want 4? Because on his other hand, it looks like he's got 2 spikes, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'll do it like the way I would do it. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 3. Let's do it like that. I'm gonna add the spikes here. I think I'm gonna give her like just angled. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to give her 2 spikes. One here and one here. Can't have her just be cosplaying your character. I gotta like fuse this character with the other character and make it a little bit, add a little bit of my own design to it. Otherwise, why y'all here? If I'm just gonna keep doing, if I'm gonna do fan art of your stuff, it's not the same as a mashup. That's why I made this whole mashup idea in the first place, because I thought that it would be, it makes it more light, you know. So it's not like if I'm doing, because I was doing fan art of other people's artwork, then you know a lot of people hold their characters and their designs really close to their heart, and I understand that. But the second you say, oh, I'm gonna mash it with different ideas and it's gonna be my rendition to it, then it's like it takes a lot of that stress of me messing up your beloved character off the table. There we go. Alright, let's add a little more detail to that nail. Let's connect the lines on the figure. Usually, because it's a sketch, I wouldn't really care, but I find it's making it look kind of off, so we're gonna do that. There we go. At least at the top. There we are. Now we can probably get into the hair and stuff too. This arm is bugging me. Let's see, where is that arm located? There, perfect. So I'm gonna redraw that, because I feel like it comes out too much there. Too small. Bigger brush. Let's put it to 20 and see what that gives me. Oh, that's much nicer. Okay, there we go. That looks a little bit, I think that looks cuter. That makes more sense. Alright. No, I don't want to start drawing her as if she was naked and putting in muscle lines, because we're going to give her a nice dress. Let's save. Chug down a whole whack of water. And get to work on this. I guess we could do the hair, actually. I was going to start doing the dress, but I feel like the hair would be a good place to go right now. Alright. Let's see here. Have fun, lol. Mashups are awesome. Yeah, I love drawing mashups. Like, doing all of them that I've done so far, it's really sweet. Like, I had made like a little digital book on my Etsy page that has like the best of my mashups from 2017 to 19. It's got like 60 pages in it, because there's so many that I was like, oh, I love these, I love these. So I kept wanting to put more and more in there. Alright, how am I going to do her hair? I feel like maybe I got to try and do a fusion of both things here. So I'm definitely working with a brush that's too big. Let's make it a little smaller. So this guy's got crazy curls going on, and she also has curls, so maybe I can somehow fuse both of these curls. Nice and big and curly. There we are. So her hair's gonna look something like this. I'm gonna make it just a little thicker. I feel like I made the line art a little too small. Let's go center 5. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. Just gonna erase a little bit, because when you fill up your color, or your line work the way I just did it right now, it never comes out looking super nice. Well, that's not fair to say it never does. It's just I wasn't prepared to do that. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the way I was doing the curls, so I was doing them with a much smaller brush on the off chance that I was like, nah. I didn't want to commit too much to them. But I think it turned out looking pretty cute. Hey, what's up, man? How are you today? I'm doing super good. How are you doing? Where I'm located at the moment, it is a beautiful day outside. So, I'm doing good. And YouTube's working today. Oh, I was so sad yesterday when it like shot down on me, but hey, it's working today, right? So, can't complain too much. I can see her singing on stage. In this kind of pose. I wonder what stage that would be. The minute you walked in the joint. She's a working girl. I'm doing super good too. I'm missing you guys so much. Oh, I miss everybody so much. Always just hanging out. I mean, at least I'm not alone. I got my amazing, super cute, adorable wife to hang out with me and keep me company. And I have a kitty. I freaking love my cat. She is so cute. I thought she was going to be sleeping in a little box next to me. Turns out she's not. She's sleeping in the bedroom, so I can't like show her to you. But she's super, super adorable. But I feel like everybody that has cats say they're adorable. So, shut up, Eric. Shut your damn mouth about your damn kitty. Let's give her a collar. Put a little circle here. Alright, let's get in with some of Lilith's clothing here. I feel like we've got kind of a decent fusion of the two going on, but I might want to add a bit more Lilith to this drawing. Although, in all fairness, making her a woman in the first place is pretty much 50% of Lilith. Let's do something like this. Let's go in like that. Oh no, I thought that this was all in the same layer. Alright, no. I gotcha. I know what I'm doing now. Sorry, I was lost for a second there. Let's erase this. Oh, robot kitty ears that play music. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh no, I gotta erase a bit more here. Let's erase this. For the eyebrows and the eyes, I never like to erase them 100%. I used to do that when I was younger, but I've kind of realized that erasing them at like a 50% opacity makes it so that when I put color and everything on my drawings afterwards, like you can still kind of see them, and sometimes if you cover too much of the face, I like people still knowing the expression that's going on underneath when I'm making my comic book, so I kind of like adapted to drawing things the way they are now, where I'll do that like kind of effect. But I always put my eraser back to 100% after, because I'll forget that I had done that and be like, oh, why isn't my eraser working? Later on down the line. Let's just make her ears a little bit thicker. go. So, we've got that down. What next? Oh, I wanted to do her dress. Okay. Let's give her this little black and red dress she's got here. So we're going to cut that up to about there, I think. Let's bring that in like this. Oh my gosh, it's already 12:52. But I started late today, so... And I usually stay on for a lot longer than an hour. Let's be honest, everybody. For those of you that have been following me for like a while, how often do I leave at 1 o'clock? Very rarely. I think if I've got like an appointment that I'm like, oh, I've got a doctor's appointment, I gotta go. That's like the only thing. Otherwise... No. Okay. So I really like these pants that are here a lot. I think that's pretty cool. Oh man, her elf ears are bugging me a little. Let me just because the rest of it's not as sketchy, and these ones are pretty sketchy. There, whatever, it's fine. That's what I get for making my line art super pretty for some of this. Okay, let's bring the sketch back. Alright, so we're gonna go in with the feet here. And we're gonna kinda... I like that she's wearing... I like the shoes that she's wearing a lot. Do I show off the feet and make it like kind of monster feet? Or do I give her the shoes? Or do I just make shoe feet? I mean, I love my robot stuff. And robot girls, it's the thing I love the most is the legs. I like how some of their feet are like little points. I think that's cool. So what I'm gonna do I'm gonna make shoe feet. I'm gonna make everything very robotic too. Never made shoe feet before, everyone, so bear with me, please. I've got to design this whole new type of foot. Get to see the design a little better later when I'm drawing her other foot and it's kind of on its side a little. Let me just go like this and like this. I don't like how those go in on an angle like that. I'm sure I can do a much better job. But I like the point. Oh, should I make it a point? No, her shoes are cute and round. I'm gonna make this cute and round. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of boosters in the bottom. Why not? I just thought of something ridiculous. Instead of boosters, these are actually speakers as well. So she has speakers on the bottom of her feet. For those of you that love feet and that love ASMR stuff, this is your gal. She'll be talking to you 24/7, even when she's got her feet in your face. That's right. I stuttered while trying to make this joke. I hope you all enjoy it. I think I'm so funny. kind of feels a little like a hoof, but I think that's alright. And this one here, we're going to give her like a nice big one. Yeah, that's fine. That. Let's grab my eraser, make that circle a bit better. Alright, now one thing's for sure is that these shoe feet need thicker line art around the outside of them. Because the shoe is coming right at us. Like it's really right in our faces, this foot. So I gotta, well, right in her faces. It's closer to us than her head is, for example. So I like to make the line art a lot thicker when doing this. It's like an effect that, it's just like a trick to make things look like they're popping out at you a bit more. I'm slowly going to fade it out as I come down here. But not here. I'm going to make this thick too. There we go. Oh man, the amount of detail I would put into that foot if I could. Like if I had like hours, like a full day to do like a full pinup illustration, colored and everything, I put a lot of detail in that shit, in that shoe. I almost said that shit. I put a lot of detail in that shit. That's funny. Alright, so let's see. That comes in like that. Then it goes in. I made it go in. And then it comes out again for the ball of the foot. There we go. This is going to cut in like this. And then it's going to go in like that. This needs to be like very fluid, this piece here. Like having legs and drawing like a crazy dynamic stuff like this, it's never easy. It really takes up a toll on my time when doing it. But I would never not do it because it's learning too, right? Like doing all these sketches is a lot for me as it is for you. It helps me draw much quicker. Like it teaches me to draw all these things faster. Like this is when I get my practice in. Yeah. Uh-oh, put on the bottom of the feet. Kick you. Yeah, and every time she kicks, if she does kick somebody, it'll make the kick sound effect through the speakers of her shoe. Actually, I'm gonna mix these two and do the same kind of effect I did with that one. I think that's nice like that. There we go. Now it's giving off more of that speaker vibe. Alright, coming down here. Because she's clearly kind of robotic at parts, I'm going to add this robot-y leg piece to her here. Gotta draw the soles of her feet. I feel like it just looks like she's wearing boots now, everybody. I'm sorry. I really wanted to draw like crazy feet boots, but it's already 102 and I've still got quite a bit of work to do on her. So my mind for design is unfortunately not all there. another layer out. It's like the line art is part of the object instead of an artistic device. I love it. Thank you. I always imagine the kick sound effect being the same as Captain Falcon saying, "Falcon, kick!" That's really funny, because every time I think of kicks, I always think of like the cheesiest Chinese, or the cheesiest like kung fu movie. So it'll be like, and you're like, what is this kick sound effect? So I'm gonna have to end up making this a lot thicker as well. These line art for that foot, but I'm not gonna do it just yet. I just made a new layer, and with this layer, I'm actually gonna go in with some leg parts. There we go. We've got that. And the other leg part goes here because I don't know how I'm gonna keep that. So she looks rather naked on the bottom. I'm gonna have to give her some clothes. Let's see, erase, not all of this. I'm gonna erase it up to there because I like that I can see the line of her leg here. So I might actually just do something like this. I'll clean that up after. Alright, so the dress that she's got. Let's see here. There we go. So now it looks like she's got a dress on at least, even though you're looking up it. Lines takes away from the dress. Let's add some like fluff to the bottom of this. A little bit of there we go. Should we give her panties? Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna give her panties. I'm gonna erase a bit of this here because her tail is gonna be coming out through here. Let's erase these panties too. Now let's add a bit of detail to these panties. Let's add more detail to these panties than the rest of the illustration. Nah, that's not my style. Well, maybe it is sometimes, actually. Not for the panties, but I like to do like tons of little details on minute little things. Let's start getting, let's make this tail look a lot nicer. Some of the freemium beats I got to play while doing my live stream, I love like crazy. Like this is one of them. This makes me think of like one of those old school Shaft kind of beats, and I just love it so much. Like I'm a huge fan of funk music, and I grew up listening to a lot of funk, and I love it so much. I love the heavy bass, and I love that little guitar riff. And my favorite song of all time is a song by a band called Sly and the Family Stone. And the song itself is called If You Want Me to Stay. And I just love the hell out of that song. Actually, let's fuse this. There we go. That's cute. Let's get, oh no wait, she's got another hand that I have to draw. Almost forgot that. Alright, let's lower the opacity on here just a bit. Make another layer and get in there. With my brush should be at 15s. I keep saying the size, I always work in points, so like, I'm just talking to myself out loud a lot so you all don't get bored just watching me. She is part of me, so she can do toon, anime, and video game abilities. Damn straight. I'll say she's actually tied for being one of the best in the world at playing. Let's keep it like really competitive. Guilty Gear. So she loves fighting games, and Guilty Gear especially. Because Guilty Gear is a super anime fighting game. I've never like actually really played a Guilty Gear game. I just watched them get played, and I think they look so pretty, and like all the character designs in it are super nice. Like, anyway, if I'm gonna make a character, like a random character that can love anime and video games, I feel like Guilty Gear is a great concept game for her. All right, now I'm gonna make this much bigger because I kind of made it a little too small there. Let's go like this. Spikes on her gloves, can't forget that. Alright, let's get rid of my sketch. Now I'm going to work on making some of my line art just bigger all around. On her hands, so that way it pops a little more with all the other stuff that I've kind of added around here. This will look nice. Let's erase some of the line art that I have behind her hand. This is where it helps to have multiple layers. Okay. Ooh. And one very important note, don't ever fuse your layers when your opacity is lower, because it will make that permanent, your lower opacity. And to make it thicker again, you might think you could just keep copying the layer and posting it on top, and you can, but it doesn't look super good. Like, it creates a bunch of extra pixels that is a nightmare to clean up. Like, I've had to do it before because I've made that mistake, and I beats redrawing the whole thing from scratch. It's just, it doesn't take as much time to fix than redrawing everything. It's just to say that it's not fun. Leg in here. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna make another layer actually. That's what I should have done when I was making that thicker in the first place. Dag nabbit. Consarn it. Alright, now I'm gonna erase some of this. A little bit of that. Let's erase that line that's there. Oh no, I can't. Now I can. Alright, so this is looking pretty cute. However, there's one thing I'm missing. This guy's got a unique type of eyes on him. So, let's get that in there. shade on the eyes like that so they pop out a little more. I'm just gonna grab this, add that same kind of shade up here. A couple of shine marks. No, I don't like that. Not unless I went over a lot of this with this, and then I erased afterwards to create the same sort of effect. I think that would be much nicer. There we go. Let's increase my eraser a little bit more because I had gone a little too low on this one. That's cute. It's too bad. There's like a few parts I'd like to fill in black. I think I'm going to do it anyway. It's 1:15. I can draw for another 15 minutes. Let's fill in a couple of these areas black to make it look a little nicer. Lasso tool. Why you gotta betray me like that? There we go. So this is all that layer. Perfect. Perfect! It's just, for me it's 15 minutes, but for this illustration it's going to make the world of difference. Don't be alarmed. I'm going to be doing some erasing on that. Let me just grab a different brush. It's 100%. And then fill in areas like this. Eraser, 100%. And a less soft eraser so I can do this properly. Cute. Beautiful. Thanks so much. I'm glad you like her. Oh, Dillith. Oh, wait, no. Was it Dillith the name that we decided to go with her? Darius. Lilius. Lilius sounds good, actually. Delilius. There we go. That's a good one. Delilius. It's like Delilah or something. Only it sounds a little more primal. Okay, so now I gotta grab me an eraser. Bring my brush down, my eraser down to 60%. Oh no, that was the brush the whole time? No, it was the eraser. I'm good. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add some highlight for the breast up at the top. I'm gonna add a little bit of secondary light at the bottom. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more here like that. So, I gotta go back into my black. Just clean this up to make it a little smoother. Ooh, geez. No, it'll be okay. Let's just... There we are. We can bring this in here like this. I'll go back in the eraser. It's not an eraser. Eraser back at 100%. Something like this, I guess. So when that's all filled in, it should look alright. And then here, in this, I'm just gonna do something like that. So let's pump this up. So now it's got ultimate black. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna lower my hardness down a lot, and I'm gonna lower the opacity down to my eraser, so I can very slightly come at this from the bottom here. so it's not as dark. There we go, that's cute. I feel like because I've added shading on some of it, like I need to put shading everywhere. Oh boy, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have time. Meh, whatever. This looks cute like this. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna grab a smaller brush. Not that one though. Let's go with this one. Sign it. Let's sign it on the next to the leg with a brush that's smaller than 40. 40 is kind of big. I like to work in between 10 and 15. Although I'm currently signing this with a 20, which is still kind of big for me. There we go. That's cute. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a couple of lines here. And we're going to save. Alright, so we're done Daleth. Let me just put this in my save till next time pile. Let's get rid of my template. Looks awesome. Too bad I have to wait a month to show my yams lit. I'm sorry, man. But in all fairness, Robert, I think you have more illustration. I think I've drawn more sketches for you than anyone I've ever drawn in my life. But you always have really great references and really interesting characters. So it's been a pleasure. Alright, so done my live streaming for the day. That was super fun. Let me put on my end theme song music. Thus ends my live streaming session for today. Yet the real challenge begins, listening to my 2-minute long advertisement on me, myself, and I. All links in this description that I'm about to pitch out to you is in the description below this video. So, I draw all the time. Well, usually all the time. Lately I've been taking a little bit of time off to make a Gundam robot or build Lego stuff because when you draw all the time you go crazy. But I do draw all the time, so drawing all the time on top of everything else, let's just say I put in like a good 60 to 8 hours a week. Usually working on this. This is my own comic book. It's called Blythe. It's all about the first day of like college for a bunch of extraterrestrials, and it's all in color. I write it, illustrate it, self-publish it. It's all done by me. So, I love this comic, and I want all of you to love this comic. And you can always support me on Patreon for $3 a month, where I give you access to all of my sketches that I do every single Tuesday. And also, all that money, I put it towards helping myself self-publish my comic book every year. Also, if you'd like, you can always go on my Etsy page. I have my comic book on there digitally, so if you want a digital one, you can. If you end up ordering a hard copy one, I draw a sketch inside it for you. So when you pick out the hard copy one, be sure, like, in the messages when you buy something on Etsy to write down what character you like on the cover. You can just describe them, and I'll do a sketch for them on the inside for you. I like to personalize my stuff like that. I think it's fun. Like me being somebody buying a comic book from someone else, I always want that. In any case, so other than that, don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button on my YouTube page because that helps me get more views. I have my Etsy page, which I had mentioned. I put all of my drawings and illustrations up there. I'm not going to be doing any conventions this year, I don't think, because everything's closed down. But I am willing to ship out a lot of my posters, prints, and illustrations. So if you want any of them, feel free to grab them on Etsy. Other than that, I've got my Facebook page, my Etsy page, Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. It's just like Eric_Taryn_Mullins. And, ooh, one last thing. Again, like this week, I put a link, a special link for these epic little Lego robots. They are fully articulated. He can move in all sorts of cool poses. And he actually, or she, actually turns into a plane, which is really cool. Like, I make them turn into like these little spaceships, and yeah, so I built like a whole Lego Ideas set around it. And if it gets 10,000 supporters, you don't have to pay anything either. You just got to go on there, sign up, and then be like, support this. And if I get 10,000 of them, this will get turned into a real Lego set, and then everyone can build sweet little Lego robots. It also comes with a cool little robot stand, and let me just move this. And like, well, I guess like a docking bay, and that's the third robot right there. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me for the past hour and a bit while we drew this cool mashup of two characters. We're gonna call her Daleth, and I'll be seeing you. See you next week.